Welcome. Are you alone? Or have you brought someone special? Your loved one's name is written here. Let me tell you a secret about our meeting today. It's a place where lost things are found. A secret place where even time seems to slow. Did you find what you were looking for? A gentle breeze rustles through the palm trees lining the riverbanks, their fronds dancing gracefully in the nascent light. Their joyous shouts mingle with the bleating of goats and the distant call to prayer from a nearby mosque. A mother carefully kneads dough for flatbread, her movements rhythmic and precise as she prepares for the day ahead. The rhythmic calls of vendors offering their wares blend with the murmur of shoppers haggling over prices. The air is filled with the enticing aromas of spices, fresh fruits, and roasted nuts, creating a sensory feast that tantalizes the taste buds. The deity's unwavering gaze, symbolized by the soaring sun disk perched atop its head, seems to encompass all who stand before it. Her steps are laden with a quiet desperation as she navigates the labyrinthine corridors, her eyes downcast in sorrow. Dressed in flowing linen garments, her face veiled in modesty, she embodies the essence of devotion and piety. She pauses before a small chapel, its walls adorned with paintings of protective deities, seeking refuge in their comforting presence. Around the main chamber, smaller statues of deities and pharaohs stand in silent vigil, their sculpted forms bearing witness to the passage of time and the continuity of faith. As she steps back into the bustling marketplace, the weight of her worries seems slightly lighter. With renewed determination, she sets about preparing offerings for Amenhotep, her heart filled with a quiet resolve to honor her husband's legacy. His eyes, deep-set and serene, hold the calm of one who has dedicated his life to the pursuit of spiritual enlightenment. As we journey, feel the gentle rocking of the Falaka beneath you, and let the rhythm of the river lull you into a state of tranquility. The rocky cliffs standing before you hold secrets that have captivated the world for centuries. As you emerge from the tomb, blinking in the bright sunlight, carry with you the echoes of the Pharaohs' legacies. Reach deep within you and bring forth the spirit of adventure, curiosity, and wonder that has guided us through this extraordinary journey. Carry these qualities with you as you navigate the tapestry of life, always seeking to uncover the hidden wonders that surround us. Just as the ancient Egyptians pursued immortality through their grand constructions and rituals, may your thirst for knowledge and exploration lead you to discover endless possibilities. Embrace change, adapt to new experiences, and never cease to be amazed by the boundless potential that lies within you and the world around you. Until our paths cross again, may your days be filled with the joy of discovery and the warmth of the sun's golden glow. Farewell. The secrets shared within the chambers of the dead now reside in your heart, enriching your understanding of one of the world's most enigmatic civilizations. Feel a sense of awe and mystery envelop you as you realize that within these tombs lie the remains of some of Egypt's most legendary rulers. Look up to see the stars twinkling above, mirroring the lights dancing on the water. Immerse yourself in the sights and sounds of this ancient world as we sail towards the place where pharaohs found their eternal rest. The grandeur of the sarcophagus, adorned with precious materials and guarded by mythical creatures, speaks of a life of power and the desire for immortality. As you contemplate the mysteries of the afterlife, depicted in vivid detail around you, ponder the beliefs that guided these ancient rulers on their journey to the next realm. He learns of her ailing husband Ta, whose life force is fading, leaving him weak and tormented by pain. He speaks of Thoth, the god of wisdom, whose teachings hold the key to understanding the mysteries of the universe. The air is thick with the scent of ancient earth, carrying whispers of a time long past. Marvel at the intricate hieroglyphics adorning the walls, each stroke a testament to a rich cultural heritage. Let the vibrant colors and mythical scenes transport you to a realm where gods and pharaohs intertwined in an eternal dance. Drawing upon ancient texts, He recites passages that speak of healing rituals and the power of positive thinking. He instructs Nefertiti to remain steadfast in her faith, urging her to trust in the divine plan even amidst life's darkest moments. Desperate for a solution, she has come to the temple seeking the divine intervention that only Amun-Ra's blessings can provide. He greets Nefertari with a gentle nod, recognizing the turmoil that lies beneath her composed exterior. Guiding her to a quiet corner, he offers her water from a ceremonial vase, its surface reflecting her cheerful visage. The bustling marketplace, a microcosm of daily life in ancient Egypt, buzzes with activity. Merchants proudly display their goods, their voices ringing out over the crowd. Among the treasures on offer, intricately woven baskets, gleaming jewelry, and hand-painted pottery. The vibrant textiles, a riot of colors and patterns, catch your eye. You pause to admire the craftsmanship, each stitch telling a silent story of skill and artistry. Her weathered hands, adorned with henna tattoos, speak of a life lived in service to her family and community. The towering columns, intricately carved with hieroglyphic talis of pharaohs and gods, seem to reach towards the heavens, forming a sacred pathway to the divine. The air within the temple is heavy with the scent of incense, mingling with the hushed whispers of pilgrims seeking solace or guidance. Sunlight filters through the ornate ceiling, casting intricate patterns on the temple floor, transforming the space into a living tapestry of light and shadow. Nearby, a father figures, his strong arms guiding a plow across the freshly tilled fields. His face, etched with the lines of a life spent under the Egyptian sun, reflects the satisfaction that comes from a day's work well done. Theirs is a life deeply rooted in tradition, where each action is imbued with meaning and respect for the land that sustains them. The scene is one of vibrant life, a reminder of the enduring spirit of humanity that has thrived along the banks of the Nile for millennia. The sight that greets you is both serene and captivating, a tableau of tranquility that speaks of a time when life moved in harmony with the rhythms of nature. The Nile, in all its majesty, reflects the colors of the dawn, becoming a mirror to the heavens above. On its surface, the sky is mirrored, broken only by the graceful strokes of boats gliding across its expanse. The scene is one of timeless beauty, a moment suspended between the old and the new. If not, then close your eyes and listen to the sounds of ancient Egypt. Let us begin. The moon is a silent witness in the night sky, casting an ethereal glow over the river Nile. You stand before the great temple of Karnak, its majestic presence a testament to centuries past. The air is thick with anticipation, heavy with the whispers of forgotten stories. As you take a step closer, the temple seems to come alive, its ancient stones resonating with the echoes of countless footsteps that have walked this path before you. The scent of lotus blossoms mingles with the sweet aroma of incense, creating a heady perfume that stirs memories from a time long gone. The first rays of sunlight pierce through the darkness, painting the eastern sky with hues of rose and gold. A group of children, their laughter echoing across the water, engage in a spirited game of hide and seek among the papyrus reeds growing along the river edge. In a small village nestled along the Nile, daily life unfolds at its own unhurried pace. As you walk deeper into the heart of the city, the sounds of commerce fill your ears. Time seems to stand still as you approach the temple, its colossal presence dwarfing all who enter its domain. The mighty statue of Amun-Ra, the sun god, dominates the temple's sanctum, its golden features radiating power and benevolence. Among the visitors seeking the temple's embrace is a young woman named Nefertari. Within the sanctuary, an old priest named Hotep awaits, his white beard flowing down his chest like a waterfall of wisdom. As Nefertari recounts her tale of woe, the priest listens intently, his gaze unwavering. With a soothing voice, Hotep imparts words of comfort, reminding her of the cyclical nature of life, death, and rebirth. After the consultation, Nefertiti departs the temple, carrying with her the priest's words of wisdom and hope. Now, my friends, let us leave the bustling streets behind and follow the winding Nile to the Valley of the Kings. Upon reaching the other side of the river, you will be greeted by the enigmatic entrance to the Valley of the Kings. As you descend into the cool darkness of the tomb, the weight of history presses down upon you. In the burial chamber, you stand in the presence of the Pharaoh's final resting place. And so your journey through time and discovery comes to an end in the Valley of the Kings. My friends, the time has come for us to part ways. But before we go, I invite you to keep the magic alive. The sun rises over the horizon, bathing the desert in golden light. You awaken inside a royal palace. The air is fresh and fragrant. Golden sunlight pours through lattice windows. Silk curtains dance in the breeze. Some are busy writing, while others polish armor or adjust tapestries depicting scenes from the pharaoh's many victories. A room filled with thousands of scrolls, some dating back centuries. Another lined with shelves holding an array of perfumes, each more exotic than the last. And then a vast chamber displaying maps that stretch as far as the eye can see, detailing not just Egypt. Inside, the walls glow with paintings of jackals and falcons, of stars and boats, and of gods both familiar and strange. Then you see it, the sarcophagus resplendent in gold, its surface covered in hieroglyphics that tell the story of the individual's life. Perhaps they hunt with falcons, watching as they soar through the sky with perfect grace. The pharaoh can pursue their hobbies and passions without any limitations, and they are free to explore this new realm and all of its wonders. She explains that she is the personification of the Egyptian goddess of love and beauty, and that she is there to guide the pharaoh to their final resting place. As they walk together, Nath points out various landmarks in the field, such as the Hall of Truth. The pharaoh feels as if they have died and gone to heaven. They have everything they could ever want or need, and are free from pain, sorrow, and death. Here, the individual could engage in all the activities they enjoyed in life, and reunite with loved ones who had passed on before them. The field of reeds was seen as a reward for living a virtuous life, and served as a comforting belief for those who were grieving the loss of a loved one. The concept of an afterlife in ancient Egypt was incredibly complex and multi-layered. After spending some time in the field of reeds, the individual would be led by a guide, often depicted as a beautiful woman named Nath, to their final resting place, a magnificent palace built specifically for them. In this palace, the individual would be reunited with their family and friends, and would enjoy eternal life in comfort and luxury. The journey of the soul, particularly the journey of the pharaoh, was believed to be a significant event, one that transcended the physical world and entered the realm of the supernatural, where the dead are judged for their actions during their lifetime, and the House of the Million Years, which offers eternal life and happiness. The heart had to prove its purity by weighing itself against the feather of Maat, the goddess of truth. If the heart was lighter than the feather, signifying a life of virtue, it was allowed to pass and move on to the next stage of the journey. However, if the heart was heavier, it meant that the individual had lived a life of sin and falsehood, and was subject to immediate punishment. The emphasis on the heart as the seat of the soul shows the importance placed on emotions and relationships in Egyptian culture. And the focus on truth and justice in the Hall of Truth reflects the Egyptian obsession with order and balance. The field of reeds and the palace at the end of the journey offer a glimpse into the Egyptian view of the afterlife as a place of reward and comfort rather than punishment. Overall, the ancient Egyptians believed that the afterlife was a continuation of life on earth, a belief that provided solace to those who were grieving and hope for those who were facing death. In this scenario, the heart would be consumed by Ambient, the devourer, and the soul would be denied entry into the afterlife. She tells the pharaoh that they will eventually reach a magnificent palace built specifically for them where they can live for eternity in comfort and luxury. It is a place where the sun shines brightly, the birds sing sweetly, and the river flows steadily, providing life-giving water to the entire field. There are lush green fields filled with all kinds of vegetation, including papyrus and lotus plants, and the air is filled with the scent of flowers and the sound of buzzing insects. Or maybe they sail across the river, feeling the gentle breeze on their face as the boat glides through the water. The pharaoh might also spend time with family and friends they have missed dearly, sharing stories and laughter as they reminisce about their shared past. The body is placed inside, the lid is lowered, and the tomb is sealed. The torches begin to fade, their light swallowed by the darkness, and the procession files out, leaving the pharaoh to their eternal rest. As the last torch is extinguished, the darkness feels not empty but full, for the spirit has moved on to the field of reeds, a paradise beyond death. They are overjoyed to see each other again and spend their time playing games, telling stories, and enjoying each other's company. The pharaoh feels a sense of contentment and peace, knowing that they are surrounded by those they love the most. Deeper still, you come to a vast chamber where Anubis, the jackal-headed guardian of the dead, stands patiently. Beside him is Mat, the goddess of truth, who holds a feather in her hand. As the body is placed on a nearby table, Anubis approaches, his expression solemn and kind. He lifts the deceased's heart and places it gently on a scale. With a slight tilt of his head, he looks towards Maat, who in turn turns her gaze to the heart. On the other side of the scale, balanced against the heart, rests a single white feather. This is the moment of truth, the moment of judgment. The heart, representing the deeds and life of the individual, is weighed against the feather, the symbol of Mat, truth, and justice. If the heart is light, if it weighs less than the feather, it means that the individual has lived a life of virtue and their soul is pure. In that case, Anubis nods his head slowly, allowing the soul to depart and begin its journey into the afterlife. But if the heart is heavy, if it outweighs the feather, it signifies a life lived in falsehood, deceit, or injustice. In this scenario, the heart is seen as a physical representation of the individual's wrongdoings, their sins, and their shortcomings. When this happens, the heart is immediately devoured by the goddess Ammit, the devourer whose presence is felt but not seen in this chamber. The fate of the soul, in this instance, is to remain trapped in the underworld, cut off from the possibility of reaching the field of reeds, but lands beyond, such as the mysterious region of Punt or the mythical land of the apes. Everything flows with an easy ceremony. As if guided by an unseen hand, the pharaoh walks to a balcony overlooking a garden full of papyrus and lotus trees. Doves rest in the branches, fountains murmur softly, and the air vibrates with the buzz of insects and the songs of birds. You follow the pharaoh deeper into the palace. You hear the sound of sandals on polished floors. A pharaoh, perhaps Ramses or Hatshepsut or Akhenaten, prepares for the day. Linen robes cinched with golden cuffs and a serpent crown upon their head. Servants move like phantoms, lighting oil lamps one by one until the room is filled with a warm glow. The pharaoh, now in silence, turns away from the festivities and gazes out a window towards the setting sun. Even rulers, you realize, need moments of solitude and rest. As the pharaoh moves towards the throne room, courtiers wait in attendance. The destination, a magnificent tomb hidden from view, approached only by a single torch. At its center lies a raised platform draped in linen. Upon it rests a figure swathed in bandages, symbols of eternity carved on either side. The pharaoh stops before it, and for a moment there's only silence. Then, with a voice filled with reverence, they begin to speak. They tell stories of the person whose body now lies before them, tales of courage, kindness, and wisdom. They recount their accomplishments and the love they shared with their family and friends. And when the stories end, there are tears, not of sadness, but of remembrance. The walls are painted with stars and suns, and each turn reveals another marvel. As the sun climbs higher, you find yourself in a grand hall where musicians play harps and flutes, their music echoing off the high ceilings. With the day complete, the pharaoh leads a procession that moves through the cool evening air. As the night deepens, the procession moves again, carrying the body into the darkness of the tomb. The ceremony ends and the procession continues. After the heart has passed the test, you walk past towering pillars adorned with carvings that seem to shift and twist before your eyes. Here in the afterlife, the deceased pharaoh finds peace and happiness, engaging in all the activities they enjoyed in life. In the field of reeds, there are no more worries or responsibilities, only contentment and joy. The pharaoh is greeted by a beautiful woman who introduces herself as Neith. Upon entering the palace, the pharaoh is greeted by their family and friends who have already passed on. Overall, the experience in the field of reeds is a blissful one. Immediately after death, the heart was considered to be the most important part of the individual, and it was this heart that was put on trial in the Hall of Truth. If the heart was deemed pure, it would then travel to the field of reeds, a paradise located in the underworld that offered peace and happiness. However, the journey did not end here. This complex journey through the afterlife was not just a product of religious beliefs, but also served as a reflection of Egyptian society and culture. As the sun sets over the horizon, casting long shadows across the Valley of the Kings, we find ourselves at the end of our journey through ancient Egypt. The boat returns. You're once again on the Nile. The stars are brighter now. You hear the wind. You hear the river. You hear your own breath. You feel the gentle rocking of the boat as it glides through the darkness. Around you, the Valley of the Queens fades into legend, becoming one with the mysteries of the pharaohs that lie beneath the desert sands. But before we part ways, let's take a moment to reflect on the incredible adventure we've shared. We've walked hand in hand through the majestic halls of the treasury of the kings, where the spirit of Tutankhamun still dances among the vibrant hieroglyphs. Imagine yourself standing before the Great Sphinx, its enigmatic smile a beacon in the desert night. Listen to the haunting melodies of traditional Egyptian music, each note a thread weaving you deeper into the tapestry of this ancient land. Would you seek the wisdom of Akhenaten, the heretic king who dared to challenge the gods? Or perhaps you'd choose the legendary Queen Cleopatra, whose allure and intelligence captivated the ancient world. Picture the towering pyramids reaching for the heavens, their eternal vigil a testament to the ingenuity of a bygone age. We've stood in awe before the colossi of Memnon, their ancient eyes gazing across the plains of Thebes, silently guarding the secrets of a bygone era. The spirit of ancient Egypt lives not only in the sands of the Nile, but also within the hearts of those who have journeyed here. It is a spirit of adventure, discovery, and the relentless pursuit of knowledge and truth. To the epic tales of gods and goddesses that filled the temples and homes of this ancient civilization, the boat glides closer to the shore. The engine hums softly, a gentle lullaby to end our journey. Would you attend the coronation of a new pharaoh, the pomp and ceremony echoing through the ages? As you step off the boat, your feet touch down on solid ground, anchoring you back to the present moment. As the morning light streams through your window, you'll feel a renewed sense of energy, eager to share your experiences with those who did not have the privilege of journeying with us. Before you lies the final leg of our journey, a transfer to your hotel where rest and relaxation await. May the mysteries of the pharaohs ignite your curiosity and inspire your spirit to reach for the stars. Until we meet again in the realm of dreams, farewell. As the moon sails through the inky expanse, casting its silvery glow upon the earth, know that you are connected to the celestial tapestry of the cosmos. Allow the starlight to infuse you with a sense of wonder and perspective, reminding you of the vastness of the universe and the preciousness of each moment. Just as the stars have witnessed the rise and fall of civilizations, they also bear silent testament to your journey today. Or would you join the daily life of a commoner, experiencing the rhythms of a civilization that thrived for millennia? And as the first rays of dawn begin to paint the horizon, may you awaken with a renewed sense of clarity and purpose, ready to embrace the adventures that await you in the tapestry of life. Let the symphony of crickets and the distant murmur of the city lull you into a state of peaceful reflection. Good night, and may the Nile always flow beside your soul. For in the quiet moments, the boundaries between past and present, between earth and sky, between the known and the unknown, begin to blur, giving way to a profound sense of unity and interconnectedness. Dream of vast deserts, golden pyramids, and the timeless allure of a civilization that continues to captivate our imagination. Let the spirit of Egypt wrap around you like the protective arms of the goddess Isis, keeping you safe and serene throughout the night. But your spirit will soar as you recount the tales of the Pharaohs. It is in the stillness that the whispers of the ancients can be heard, sharing their wisdom and insights across the chasm of time. Listen closely and you might just catch a glimpse of the timeless truths that have shaped civilizations and inspired countless souls along the way. In your dreams, you'll find yourself soaring on the wings of falcons, deciphering cryptic hieroglyphs and wandering through moonlit tombs. Your dreams will be painted with the colors of eternity, echoing the grandeur of a civilization that touched the very essence of human existence. At your hotel, the familiar comforts of your room will envelop you like a soothing balm. The air conditioning whispers sweet nothings, promising a respite from the desert heat. The plush bed beckons you to sink into its embrace, offering a cloud-like sanctuary. Was it the awe-inspiring sight at the treasury of the king, where the young pharaoh Tutankhamun found his eternal rest surrounded by untold riches? Or perhaps it was simply the timeless allure of the pyramids, those enduring sentinels of a bygone era standing as silent witnesses to the rise and fall of empires. Or perhaps it was the colossal statue of Ramses the pigeon-headed Abu Simbel, emerging majestically from the mountainside. We've sailed the Nile, the lifeblood of Egypt, as it wound its way through the heart of the country, witnessing the birth of a new day at the majestic Edfu temple, dedicated to the falcon-headed god Horus, and we've marveled at the ethereal beauty of Abu Simbel, where Ramses II's colossal visage seems to emerge from the mountain itself, and explored the bustling bazaars of Luxor, where the scent of spices mingled with the laughter of merchants and the haggling of customers. We've journeyed deep into the heart of a civilization that thrived for over 3,000 years, leaving an indelible mark on human history. For it is in these moments of awe and inspiration that we truly come alive. It is in these moments that we connect with the timeless beauty of our world and the stories that have shaped it. Through it all, we've been guided by the wisdom of our Egyptologists, whose knowledge and passion have brought this ancient world to life for us. Along the way, they uncovered hidden tombs filled with treasures from a forgotten past. And now, as the boat carries us back to the familiar shores, we carry with us the magic of Egypt, the echoes of its ancient voices whispering tales of pharaohs and pyramids, gods and goddesses. In these sacred moments, as the sun dips below the horizon, I invite you to close your eyes and let the spirit of Egypt envelop you. Feel the soft caress of the desert wind against your skin, carrying with it the scent of centuries past. Now, if you could speak to the pharaohs, who would you call upon to guide you through the mysteries of their eternal realm? If you could step into the sandals of an ancient Egyptian and live for a day in their time, what wonders would you witness? I encourage you to hold on to these extraordinary memories, to let them color your dreams and inspire your waking hours. As the boat glides towards the final stretch of our journey, I want you to think about the most breathtaking moment from our adventure. Maybe it was the serene beauty of the Valley of the Queens, where the spirits of Egypt's female rulers seemed to linger amidst the hieroglyphic-adorned tombs. Take a moment to savor the memory of that moment, to let its wonder resonate within you. Oh, the stories we could tell. From the enigmatic Book of the Dead, offering glimpses into the afterlife believed by the ancient Egyptians. The flickering lights of your hotel wink at you from the distance, promising a warm welcome and a comfortable haven after our grand adventure. After a day filled with the wonders of ancient Egypt, your body may be tired, but even in this moment of tranquility, the spirit of ancient Egypt will linger. When you wake, the lingering scent of desert sand and ancient wisdom will still cling to your senses, reminding you that you have walked among the pharaohs and lived to tell the tale. The memories that created will serve as a reminder of the boundless wonders that await us in this world, urging you to chase your dreams relentlessly and never stop exploring the tapestry of human history. So go forth, dear traveler, and let the spirit of ancient Egypt forever dance in your dreams. And as you drift into sleep, let the gentle rhythm of the Nile lull you into a state of peaceful slumber. Sleep well, dear traveler, and may your dreams be filled with the magic and mystery of the ancient world. Each twinkling point of light up above holds a story as ancient as time itself, a story that echoes the eternal quest for knowledge and understanding that has driven humanity since the dawn of consciousness. The silence of the night is not empty, but rather pregnant with possibility. So as the hours drift by, embrace the tranquility of the night. May this night of 1,000 stories bring you closer to the ancient wisdom that has endured through the ages. Sleep well,